Excellent. Yay! Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So today we are going to do thoracic work, and we're going to do heart openers. And sorry for the black on black. It's a Johnny Cash kind of day, I'm guessing. So you're going to need 2 blocks. It doesn't have to be big and chunky like these, but they do need to be the same size. So it could be books at home, it could be whatever, but they need to be pretty close. Because later, we're going to do some work where our elbows are on them, and if they're not the same, they're going to throw us off. And bottom line is, I just want you to move, and if you don't have blocks, don't panic. It'll be fine. We'll figure out something else. So I'll give you a couple of seconds to get these blocks together. And let me see if we've got everybody signing in here. Oh, nice. There we are. And I went ahead and put that on mute. Sweet. Okay, so now I can. Good morning, Julie. Not you. I was saying good morning to Julie. Good morning, Connie. But on the computer is Julie.
I would accept it as me.
Yeah, there you go. I'm saying hi to Julie from Georgia. Christy, how's your body?
My core is sore.
Your core is sore.
That aerial thing.
Aerial yoga will get, you know what? It has totally changed my handstand. I'm sticking it every time because of that aerial.
Nice.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, my
Aerial is all core.
I woke up yesterday going, ooh, okay.
Yes, thanks again for supporting the
Absolutely.
2 classes, Tony and me. Frank, how's your body?
It's good.
Good? I'm so happy. Oh, look at you, Pat. You're already in the position. How's your body, Pat?
It's all right.
It's all right. Well, it's here because she came last night. She's back.
All right.
I mean, we're just talking just barely 12 hours ago she was doing this. So she liked it enough to come back. Body?
Good. A little sore from yesterday, but you know.
Nice. She's back too. She was yesterday morning, so that makes me happy.
Just a little bit, not bad.
Good morning, Barbara.
I felt it yesterday.
So Barbara, Pat is here and she says good morning. Just wanted you to know.
Hi, Barbara.
She's like, she
Miss you.
I don't know if you could hear her say, but she misses you. Good morning, Brian. Stop it. Just write stop it.
Sunshine.
Yeah. How'd you know? You're not even looking.
Because we did quarantine together.
Yes, we quarantined together. That's true. All right. So get the 2 blocks. It's right at 10 o'clock, so we're kind of waiting for good night. Yeah. We're waiting. Barbara's here. Julie's here. Let's see. Go back.
Can you see them?
Yes, I can see. I can't see them, but they're making comments in the section.
Oh, okay.
Heather, my sweet, sweet sister. Yes, I'm recording all the Wednesday classes. So during quarantine, I did every day, and I let the class be different every day during quarantine, which was a lot harder than it sounds. But then when we came back into the classroom, the class I'm about to teach, I teach all week. So all 5 classes in the studio is this same class with just a little modifications to make it harder and inversions and handstands in the Tuesday and Thursday classes. So I just record once a week because that's what we do all week. We do the same class over and over. So on Wednesdays at 10, Facebook Live, save it to Facebook, but I also save it over to YouTube. So yes, you can find all the classes that I did through quarantine, and then once a week since quarantine, it all goes to YouTube. And then if you can't find it, just text me. You have my number, I'll send it to you. So big hearts, love you. Give my love to Daryl and the children. Good morning, Pat. Nice to see you. I am not seeing Alicia here, and that is who I was expecting to find. All right, so the folks in the classroom, let's go ahead and get this set up. This is the look of how the blocks will be today. So it's opening that thoracic spine. So the upper spine comes down, lower spine comes up, and they meet, kind of like right under the shoulder blades. So our lower back already curves, the lower lumbar curves. Good morning, sweetheart. So the lower back curves in, the upper back curves out. Right? That's that thoracic spine. And due to our devices, you know, our biggest vices are our devices. We're like this, and we get this back, or we're typing, or we're caregiving, and we start to get this kyphotic curve. And we want to try to lift that chest up and open. Because what happens is, these muscles here, the pectorals get really, really short, and the muscles in the back get really, really long. So there's this inconsistency between the front of the chest and the back. And then what happens is you go to reach for a glass, or you go to pull your dog's leash, and you tear a muscle, and your rotator cuff. I have a big thing. People say, I tore my rotator cup. No, you don't have a cup. You have a glass, a red Solo cup. You have a cup. Yeah. Anyways, so you tear those muscles because the front and the back aren't equal. So we're going to try to equal that out a little bit for us. So you need 2 blocks. Just one today?
Yes.
Just.
I have the other one later.
Okay, good. I'm glad that you're here. Love you, big. How's your foot today, sweet pea? Good. Okay. So 2 blocks. How this works, a lot of times when you come onto this block, it tends to flip. So you want to hang on to it. Right at the base of the shoulder blade, I let the block support my shoulder blade. So it's completely holding my shoulder blades like this. The second one is just a comfort thing to hold the head. And you can turn the palms up. So Frank, if this is uncomfortable, you can just roll up your blanket and roll over the blanket, or turn the block a different way to support your head. Nice. Oh, full breath as the shoulders relax out. So you guys at home, try to see if you can get in this position. I'm going to get up and check the students here. Yeah, you're all set up. That looks so good. Yeah. If you could just hang on to it right here. Lift up a little bit. All right. That's the space. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nice full breath. Good, Alicia's here now. And Valerie, good morning, Valerie. I'm so happy that you're here. All right, so we're starting on these blocks. And this can be pretty intense. I mean, that first 30 seconds, you're like, oh, yeah. And then the next 30 seconds is like, I'm not too sure. That third 30 seconds, you're like, Uncle. So we need to reset the brain. We want the brain to feel like, okay, we're ready for the next posture, but we still need more stretching here. So we're going to bend the knees and tuck the pelvis up. So by changing the positions of the knees, the brain will restart your counter. We open through the chest, open the heart, find your breath. And a lot of times when we first start, our brain is all over the place. We haven't had a chance really to even set our intention in the practice, which we won't do until we sit up. But you can bring your awareness to how does it make your chest feel? How does the block pressing against your back feel? Nice full breath. Lifting pelvic floor, pulling that navel in, even here, active in the core, active in the pelvis. Maybe a little rock from side to side with those legs. Now this is kind of difficult to do, so I just want you to do what you can. We're going to allow right ankle to come to left knee. Just this within itself is kind of a challenge. Again, resets the brain. Maybe you can let left hand grab and pull left knee in. Again, maybe it doesn't move at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll let that foot come down and release. Maybe another little windshield wiper here. And now we're going to take that left foot, place it on right knee. We're going to pull right knee in and pull it in. If you still need that hand. Feel the one.
مهما نطول هتكون اخرتها ايه كنت متعود ان اسمع وافوت بس المرة دي قلبي هدوس عليه تحكي اللي في راسي اذا عايش ده بيك خليك ناسي الايام بتدور توريك عند اللي في راسي اذا عايش بلا بيك خليك ناسي خليك ناسي
It totally was. You guys, that was hilarious. All I tried to do was just start my watch, and instead I started the phone. Okay. That is the preview of what my next belly dancing solo will sound like. We're going to take that right hand and turn it down and rotate to the right. As we come up, we're going to bring those over. Now, once we take the blocks off, we're going to roll right back down. Calm down and flatten the back. Now, after you move the blocks, that upper body should feel pretty darn flat. Nice full breath here. We're going to pull those knees in, feel that back body stretch. Really still have that imprint of the block across the back. Gently release, elbows out, arms up. We're going to do wall angels here, allowing those elbows to slide up, fingertips touch, and back down. That's 1. Up and touch, and down, that's 2. Up and touch, down, that's 3. Up and touch, down, that's 4. Up and touch, down, that's 5. Up and touch, down, that's 6. Up and touch, down, that's 7. Up and touch, down, that's 8. Up and touch, down, that's 9. Up and touch, down, that's 10. Nicely done. Now from here, we're going to pull those knees in. You have some options. We have different levels in the class. You can roll to the side to help yourself set up. But rocking like this will help readjust the spinal column. So if you cross the legs, pulling in, if you grab the backs of the knees, you have this nice tight cannonball shape, and you can start to rock. And you're going to start realigning that thoracic spine. And then we'll all meet in a comfortable seated position. Nice. Yay, I'm glad you guys are here. Nobody's making any cheeky comments about my radio or my phone, so that's really good. So we're going to come into that seated position. We're going to let right ear come down to right shoulder. And left ear, left shoulder. And back to the center. Find your breath. Set your intention for your practice. We already feel awareness in that chest and body. Now we open those eyes, lace the fingers, pressing out, lifting up, opening through the chest, really lifting heart. And release, turn to the right. Tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left shoulder drops, right hand comes up. Nice big stretch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Contract right side to come up. Back to the center. Hands come out and up. And rotate to the left, tall spine. Your right shoulder comes down, left hand comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that hand come down as we come up. Come back to the center and forward. Really big stretch here. And then slowly come up. So from here, we're going to just change the cross of the legs. However they were changed, just change them up. All right. From here, we're going to let that right arm come down, left arm reaches. So we're getting some movement here in this serratus anterior. If you were to draw a line across from where your thoracic spine and your lower lumbar or your lumbar meet, it's going to be in this area. We want to stretch through here too. So we really stretch through side body, turn the face up, we smile, muscles there. Feel grounded through the glutes. Where's your breath? That breath is what links all the bodies together. That mental body, your energetic body, your spiritual body, emotional body, all of it together. We let that left hand come up, bend at the elbow, twist it through. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release and extend. And then slowly come up. Left arm comes down. Right arm reaches. Nice long stretch here. 1, 2, look up so that you can stretch through side body and through neck. Really try to arch at the rib cage, especially right under that armpit. 3, 4, 5. Hand comes up. Bend at the elbow. Twist it through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And gently release and stretch. Slowly, we're going to come back up. Right ear, right shoulder. Left ear, left shoulder. Back to the center. So small little changes here so that we can continue to work through this space in the chest. We're going to do nice rotations. Really big. This is called stir the pot. Changing up this practice on our Wednesday a little bit because on Tuesdays and Thursdays they get an extended practice and they get inversions and some things on the wall that we're really not going to get today. And change the direction. And then once you make it back up, we're going to stop. So we're going to come into steer pose. So my right leg is on the bottom, my left leg is on the top. So for my beautiful yogis at home, if your steer pose looks a lot more like this, sometimes that's what steers look like. Maybe you should have that leg straight in front, and then that knee will drop down a little bit. You'll have some more comfort. Now, we're going to take the steer pose and turn it into cow face pose because everything is about working through the shoulder. My left leg is currently on the top. So my left arm is going to come over like I'm patting myself on the back. And then reach that arm behind, grab the fingers. So just in case your legs got off or whatever leg is on the top is the arm that's up. Now see if maybe you can lean forward. If you can't grab your hands, that's okay. If you happen to have your strap there, you could use it, or you could just grab your shirt from the back. We're trying to elongate through the crown of the head. Really feel that work. You're going to feel the right arm, for me, because it's behind me. But I'm going to feel the lengthening on that left hip. Find your breath. 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come up. And gently release. That arm might need a little wiggle. That's okay. Let's switch. So whatever your cross was, change it out. Now, for me, my right leg is on the top. Right arm comes over like I'm going to pat myself on the back. Left arm comes under. Now, if you can't grab your fingers, no problem. You're going to grab your shirt. And lean forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly coming back up. And gently release. Shoulders come up. Back. Down. Shoulders come up. Back. And down. Right ear, right shoulder. And left ear, left shoulder. Seems like a lot of work, but really important. As we come back to center, put the bottoms of the feet together. Let's balance out both hips as we lean in. And you feel that all the way into lower back, bringing awareness into the lower half of the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we're going to come back up. You're going to bring those knees up. Cross the arms. Roll back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should feel really good to stretch through that space. 5. We're going to bring the knees up. Change the cross. Roll the back body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring those knees in, reach down, grab right foot, and extend the leg up. Really tall spine. And 1. Good morning, Jessie from Chile. How's the weather? I bet it's pretty cold. 4, 5. Out to the side. Tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Is it like
5.
Is it winter there?
Yes, it's winter there because she's in the southern hemisphere. So if you're thinking, oh my gosh, it's hot outside, and she's thinking, holy guacamole, it's cold outside. Plus she's also right near the mountains, and so then it's doubly cold outside. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leg comes back to the center. We're going to bend that, place it down, and we're going to put those knees over to the left. Nice rotation. Really working through side body.
Did you ever send some of that here? Just a few, like,
Yeah, I know.
coldness.
Jesse, they said send us some cold. Good morning, Harley. 3, 4, 5. Dennis, you figured out how to join us. Rock on, buddy. And bring those knees up and over to the other side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring those knees back up. Extend those legs, sliding forward. Hollow out the belly. Try to elongate the spine before you ever fold. You'll make a little more progress forward towards the thighs if you do that. Remembering that your feet are a direction, not a destination. 3, 4, 5. As we come back up, our right leg comes over left. Leaning in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As we come back up, foot comes next to the knee, rotate to the right, tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back to the center, grab the foot, we're gonna rock it out. 1, 2, 3. Good morning, Kimberly. I miss you too. Yes, we are all here in person. We have our tape on the floor. We have our spacing. I clean after every class. Been in person since the first week of June. Please come, please come, please come. You would love it. I can even hug you from a distance. And gently put that foot into the thigh. Right hand comes behind. And lengthen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the belly comes down. And foot comes into the thigh. And then we can lift up and let that right knee come down. Nice tall spine. I won't go into our happy joy songs like I did yesterday. I sang to everybody in this pose so they would feel better about it. We did the happy if you know it song. My hips were happy. How you doing, sweet pea? Okay, good. It's hard to do yoga poses in a cast, no lie. And gently release and extend those legs. Bounce them out. Your best salsa move. And left leg comes across and leaning in. 2, 3, 4, 5. As we come up, foot comes next to the knee, rotate to the left tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to come back to the center. Grab that foot, rock it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to place that foot on the inside of the thigh, left hand behind, press down to come up, lengthen through the body, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release, and the booty comes down. Place that foot into the crease of the leg. Let that right leg come up. Left knee comes down. Nice stretch for the head. 2, 3. That moment when you realize that you should have worn a longer shirt to teach it. Nobody wanted to see my belly, I'm just saying. 4, 5, and gently release and bounce it out. Nicely done. Now, we're not going to do reclined postures. We did a couple already, but we're going to save them for the end for our cool down. So we're going to go from here, traveling to hands and knees. So if you need the blanket, have it close. You might not need a blanket, but that way, better to have it in case you need it. You have your pad. You guys are good? Good. All right, so we're going to come here to hands and knees. Inhale the spine up. Nice big stretch here. We're just wagging the tail. So we have a cat spine, but we're wagging that tail. You can change your breath if you need to. And then release. Is that silly? It's so silly, isn't it? And then we have that neutral spine. We're going to make a C with the spine to the right. And we're going to make a C with the spine to the left. Back to the center, soften feet and shift back. Nice child's pose, gives you that opportunity to lengthen through those arms. And then from here we rotate back to table. Now once we get back to this table, we're going to see if we can come up onto the knees. Now, when you're going to work on camel, we have lots of different postures for camel. Ideally, there should be the size of 2 fists between the knees.
And that will kind of help you know whether your legs are hip distance apart or not. You can choose to keep the feet flat or turned under if it's going to help your hips or your balance. We're going to put the hands on the hips. We're going to push those hips forward, turning the heart up. So there's this thoracic lift right here where the block was earlier. Try to remember it. Let it lift. Keep control of your neck if you need to. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Contract belly to come up. Look down at floor. Let's try that again. We're going to push the hips forward, turn the hearts up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Contract belly to come up, looking down. And gently release. From there, we're going to bring those hands back down. We just did a heart opener, so let's get a twist in. Right arm comes up, thread it through. Right shoulder comes down, but I'd like for you to shift your butt back towards your feet like you're coming into child's pose. Extend that left arm straight forward. Nice rotation here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to inhale back to table. Once we come back to table, we're going to let that left hand lift. Take that left hand, thread it through. But before it makes it to the floor, start to shift your booty back till you get to a comfortable place. Then relax it down. You're going to extend that right arm above your head. Nice twist here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently we begin to return back to that table, releasing the arm. Let's do a little work with those hands. We're going to take them back to the hands and place them down. We want to work through the wrists every practice. On the Tuesday and Thursday classes, whenever you come to those in person, we're really trying to get deeper into our handstand practice and getting stronger. And your body can be strong, but if your wrists can't hold your weight, then your handstands won't be as successful. A lot of us work from home now or on keyboards, so wrist health is a big deal. Gently release, putting those palms back down. Now we're going to get into the shoulders some more. So we're going to grab the 2 blocks that we had earlier and put them in front of us. So I'd like to show you guys at home that a block has 3 heights. You have this flat height, side height, on end height. We're going to start with the smallest height first. Now, we're in a type of child's pose. See if we can put our elbows on those blocks. Slide the hips back. Now, once we do, we're going to allow those hands to come back towards the spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we lift the head up. We come up. We see if we can make that a little taller. And then from there we allow the head to come through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly come back up. And let's see if we can make it our tallest height. Place those elbows again. Allow the head to come through. Hands come back by the spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release. Come off that block. And we're gonna put those blocks inside. Shrug the shoulders up and down. Shoulders come up and down. Ooh, lots of work there. We're gonna put the palms down, turn the toes, down dog, bend and stretch it. Feel that work through the calf, through those ankles. Maybe get some snap, crackles, and pops in the toes, the knees, the body, the ankles. Long stretch here. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna bend the knees, looking forward so that we can make that distance forward as we step forward. And inhale all the way up. And release. And walk it out. So we should be breathing. We should be checking in. Pat, how you doing? Everybody's bodies are good. All right. We're going to stand at the foot of the mat. And just breathe. We have that inhale and exhale. We feel that connection through the feet. Maybe we lift those toes and lower the toes. And then from here, inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Fingertips flat back and lengthening through the spine, filling in lower back. Forward fold, soft bend the knees. We're going to extend that right leg back. We're on the ball of that foot. We're going to gently sit the knee down. We've done a lot of chest opening. We want to get some twisting in. Right palm comes down. Let your left hand come to your left knee so that you can press on it to help stack those shoulders. And you might even get some snap, crackles, and pops in your spine when you do that. Then allow left hand to come up. Where's your breath? Do you feel connected to the floor through the feet, through the knee, the hand? Nicely done. Look at left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left hand rotates back. Bend the knee. Grab the foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release. We're going to put that left hand down. Turn right toes under. Step back to plank. From plank, our first time through, it's going to be in knees, chest, and chin. It's going to be chaturangas the rest of the time. Knees, chest, and chin. Belly comes down. Soften those feet to the floor. We have those hands under the chest, lifting the heart up. Cobra. Now, Cobra is going to be an alternative to up dog. So I'm showing it to you here. So as we move through the practice, this is what you can do instead of up dog. 4, 5. We're going to let the chest come down. Backs of the wrists come to the floor. Fingertips towards the body. Maybe you can try to slide them, allowing the tissue to pull on the back of the wrist, releasing the fascia that gets really tight there. 3, 4, 5. Now, while we're here, we're going to do a little bit of work. We're going to release those hands. We're going to bend that right foot. We're going to see if we can reach back and grab that right foot. Now we're going to see if maybe we can bend left knee and reach back, grab left foot. Hook the feet and see if you can pull and lift your chest. So this is a really great for opening through the front of the chest, contracting through back body, but the legs get a chance to help you lift. Now, because the legs are helping you lift and you're pushing into your hands, you get to work in the quads and the shin as well. 3, 4, feel connected through your breath. It's hard to breathe here. Your belly's pushing into the floor. So allow that rib cage to open. Gently let the chest release first so there's no pressure in the ankles. Then release the ankles. Hands come back underneath the shoulders. Press to table, from table to down dog. Lengthen through the body. Nice, long, straight spine. Filling in lower back. 2, 3, 4, 5. We bend the knees looking forward. Right leg travels forward. So we're going to do the other side here. So we are on the ball of that left foot. We sit left knee down. Left palm is placed. Right hand goes on right knee. Stack your shoulders. Look up towards ceiling. Allow right arm to lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hand reaches back. Bend the knee. Grab the foot. Pull it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release that hand, comes down. We're going to turn those toes under, lift. Stepping forward, fingertips flat back. Forward folding. Feel that stretch through the hamstrings. Hollow out the belly. Inhale all the way up. Hands come down. We take that pause at the front of the mat. Right ear, right shoulder. Maybe we walk it out, feeling the temperature under our mats and under our feet. Our feet. Isn't that cute, feet? Like you want to plural it double. Not just feet, but feet. Nice. And left ear, left shoulder. I got my yoga brain going on. I'm in a relaxed state. And that head comes back up. So we're going to do little things in between. This time it is a chair posture. Bend those knees. Send the hips back. Bend the knees, hips come back, scoop through, coming into chair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands come to the heart. Right elbow onto left knee. Turn looking at that left elbow and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back to the center and extend. 1, 2. Fill in that lower back. 3, 4, 5. Hands come to the heart. Rotate. Left elbow comes onto right knee. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the center and extend. Press down to come up. Open those elbows so it's goalpost arms. Let the chest lift. So it's a type of camel here, but we're standing. Maybe soften the knees some. Open the chest, and release it down. Walk it out. All right. Let's work our round 2. Inhale up. Exhale, forward folding. Fingertips flat back, really lengthening. Coming back forward, soften those knees. Right foot goes back, rounding the foot, cartwheel up into warrior 2. Hanging out in that warrior 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to straighten that front leg. Lengthen forward. Tip. So that left hand is coming down, right hand is coming up. Hips forward, shoulders back. Where's your breath? Do you feel connected through your feet? Do you remember what the intention was that you set? 3, 4, 5. We allow top hand to start traveling down. Bending left knee. We do not rotate to the ball of the foot. We leave it turned so that we can get to the inside of the leg. But we, again, will be taking left hand to left knee. Rotate, stack your shoulders. By pressing on that knee, it really helps. Let that left hand come up. Now we're going to try to straighten the left leg. This is a modified revolved triangle. See if you can straighten the leg. Your hip may go, not today. And that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that left hand come down, come to the ball of the foot, stepping back to plank. And we're going to hang out in this plank. Building some core here, using the tips of the fingers, really digging that in. Rotate those shoulders forward a little bit, coming into that chaturanga, hanging out. Hold it if you can. If you have to go straight to knees, chest, and chin, that's fine. Press, come up to up dog. Open through those arms, open through the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming into down dog. So maybe you needed to come through table. Maybe you're getting better at flipping your feet. Or not. It's all good. We're going to let that right leg travel forward, grounding that back foot. Cartwheel up. Warrior 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straighten that front leg. Lengthen and tip. 1, 2, 3. Hips forward, shoulders back. 4, 5. Top hand travels down. Bend that front knee. We're not rotating that back leg. It stays just the way that it is. Left palm is completely flat and supported. Right hand comes to right knee. Rotate your shoulders. Right hand comes up. Again, this is a modified revolved triangle. Try to straighten right leg. See if your hip will say yes. It may not. 2. You guys look amazing. 3, 4, 5. Good job. We're going to let that hand come down. Come to the ball of left foot. Step forward. Fingertips flat back. Nice full breath. And forward fold. Hang in here looking at your knees. Feel connected to the floor through the feet. Flat back. Inhale all the way up. Hands come down. And release, checking in. That? Good? You guys? All right. So last time in between the set, we did chair. This time in between the set, we're going to do eagle. So remember the eagle looks like this. So this is contracting the space and opening this space. So then the pose after it, we are going to open the space and contract this space. So our balance, left foot, heel ball toe. Keeping that knee bent. Put weight into that leg. Crossing over and hook. Right leg is on the top, so we're going to put right arm on the bottom. Okay? So we're here. I am having a hard time with my balance and reading. Let's not read in balance. All right, let's cross. And lifting up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release and walk that up. Checking in with your ankles. All right, let's switch. Right foot, heel, ball, toes. Put your weight on that foot. Left leg comes over. So we have a little catch here. Hook if you can. My left leg is on the top, so my left arm is on the bottom. Lifting up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release that up. Walk it out. So while you guys recover from that, I want to show you the next posture before you get in it. The next posture is in a crescent position with the feet. So that back foot stays on the ball of the foot. This, by nature, is already a little bit of a balance. But we just compressed the chest. Now we want to open the chest. We're going to put the arms behind us. Lace them back. So notice how this opens my chest like this, right? That's what it's going to look like. But you're going to want to allow the shoulder to come down and touch the knee as the hands come up. And you still want to try to retain your balance. That's what we're going to try to do. So we're going to start from the front. Inhale up. Exhale, forward folding. Fingertips flat back, lengthening through the spine. Forward fold, soft bend the knees, sending that right foot back. So we're in the ball of that foot. We're going to just slowly come up. We're not lifting the arms. We're just going to come up into that crescent posture. So the part of the crescent is just this. Hands, lace behind, roll shoulders back. You're trying to push the fists towards the mat. Folded left hip crease, putting left shoulder on left knee. Allow those hands to come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let the hands come to the waistline first. Release the hands, let them float to the mat. Step back into plank, holding plank for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Use the strength in your feet to kind of push those shoulders forward some so we can bend those elbows straight back, coming into chaturanga, hanging out here for a second. And maybe you did knees, chest, and chin. Maybe you can press up to up dog, or maybe you're doing cobra today. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Flipping those feet. Maybe you come through table before you come to down dog, bend and stretch. Ankles and toes. Lengthen through spine. Right leg travels forward, so you're on the ball of that left foot. Standing up. Arms are down beside you, sinking in. Hands come behind, rotate shoulders back, hands come down. Right shoulder to right knee. Hands come up, lift, 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 lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands come down. Release to floor. Stepping forward. Fingertips flat back. Forward fold. Inhale all the way up. And hands come down. And release it out. Yes? It's a lot of work right in here, right? So we're going to do a standing back bend. We did this against the wall on Tuesday. If you're at home, you could do it on the wall. If you're going to do this pose on the wall at home, you're about 14 inches away from the wall, small bend here. Hips would come forward, lift with chest. Top of the head would touch. Use core to come up. But we're not using the wall in here today, so we're going to use our hands to do that work. We're going to take the hands, making L's with those hands, right at the base of the shoulder blades. Bending the knees, lift and press the rib cage up. So the thumbs are kind of digging into those shoulder blades, and they're pressing them open, up towards the sky. Where's your breath here? Feel grounded and connected through your feet. 3, 4, 5. Contract belly to come up. Let the arms come down. Ooh. Oh, look at the floor. Now we're going to make our way down to the floor. So you come to the front of the mat. Let the feet be wide, almost mat distance apart. My mat's kind of big, so yours will probably want to be wider than mine. Hands come down. Let the hips come down. Maybe you're sitting like this. So I'm going to turn and face you, but at home you would stay in this orientation on your mat. I'm just turning so that you can see what's going on. So we're going to try to get in one more twist before we lay down. Right hand comes across your